When's the last time you told your partner what you want in bed? When's the last time you asked yourself, what do I want as far as sex is concerned? Even if you're not in a partnership. When's the last time you asked your partner what they want? Today, I want to talk about embodying your sexual self and how to find it. Welcome to Body of Truth. I'm Rebecca Windsor. Body of Truth was born after years of suppressing my own inner voice and intuition. My marriage blew apart, ended with a phone call shortly after my son left for college, and I was left to rebuild my life from scratch. And so, in order to make some really fundamental changes that I knew I needed to make, I did three things. The first thing is I got quiet and invited my inner voice to start to speak up, to turn up the volume. I also got really clear about what I wanted and what I didn't want. And the third thing was the most important thing, but I needed those first two steps, was that in order to make these changes last, it cannot be just through willpower. I found that you need to bring them up and through your physical body. So you are literally creating a muscle memory. Kind of like when you do a million free throws to get better and better. Do you like my free throw move? I clearly have never done that before. And once you have a muscle memory in your body, you can recall it. You will literally change the topography of your brain, and your reality has shifted. And you will find that your external reality will match your internal reality. I want to share a lot of these techniques here with you that I use to work with women in crisis and going through divorce. I hope to at least get you to listen to your own intuition or start an inquiry of your own. So, I met my ex when I was 19, and I feel like any sex before that doesn't even count because who knows what they're doing before that. So, after 25 years, sprung back out onto the world, I was terrified. I didn't even know how to imagine how to kiss someone else. I knew how to kiss one person, let alone let someone see me naked. I mean, I had no idea literally what to do. Now, fortunately, some of the men that I went on early dates with were really lovely people. And so I really started to like making out. And I would make it very known that we are just making out, right? In fact, I perfected this move where I could lean over, slide the seat back, and do a straddle move in one very smooth movement. Amazing. But when it came to actual sex, I was terrified. And it's funny how when you're ready, the teacher will come, the universe delivers, God gives you what you need. You can call it whatever you want. A man I knew when I was very young, I re-met after 30 years. Let me tell you a cute story about when we were young. We didn't live in the same town. And so he came one night when I was 16 and he was 17 to sleep in the spare room. And he went to bed in the spare room. And he was the first boy I really desired. And so in the night, I crept down the hall thinking I was very slick. And my father's booming voice said, "Rebecca, get back to bed." And I was horrified and I slunk back down the hall. 30 years later, the magic of Facebook, we find each other again. And of course, I sent him the inbox, "I'm sure you won't remember me." And he did. And in fact, in our first conversation, he said, "I can still hear your father's voice saying, 'Rebecca, get back to bed.'" Amazing. So we started texting and he had a PM job, I had an AM job. So it was very sporadic. And then it started to become very more regular, and then it got a little flirtier. But we also decided that maybe we would meet and that we would not hear each other's voices until we met. So it was only texting. And he, as we got flirtier and flirtier, I never had phone sex. I didn't even know what that was. I knew what it was, but I didn't know what it was in practice. He said, Rebecca, what do you want? What do you want me to do to you? And I was like, I have no idea. I had no idea. I had been with one man for so long that, and we had a good sex life, but it was so automatic where you kind of just go into the things that you know work, right? It's not like there was novelty, but it was, we knew each other for so long. I knew that he knew where we go, you know? And so here's someone new, a new man who's like, what do you want? And I had no idea. Zero idea. So we had one meetup that was like a little bit, we were so fucking shy. We got hammered and it was a little bit crazy. So after that, when I went home, the texting continued and got much more aggressive. And now we're on the phone so we can hear each other's voices. And so I had the luxury of, over the course of more than a year, to discover exactly what I wanted, because he demanded that I tell him in detail. First of all, now I could get a job in a phone sex line, which is fucking great. But second of all, I know what I desire. And because it was by phone, it was just me in the bed by myself. So here's what I offer you today. I offer you, when you have a moment by yourself, in a self-sex practice, identify what you really like, what you really want. Because your partner can't deliver to you unless you know. So that exploration could be whatever you want it to be. And I don't need to get graphic here. You use your own imagination. But what I invite you to do is to revisit your body and your relationship with your sexual body with your hands on yourself. Having sex with yourself, no porn. This needs to be between you and you. I'm not anti-porn. I just mean in this instance, I want you to focus on your hands on your body and what you like and what you don't. And maybe after years of doing the same thing, it's changed and you didn't even know it. So I'm offering you that moment with yourself to find out what you like. Now, letting your partner know that this is what you like and then asking your partner what they want, that can be very fun. But what I want you to do is to identify what you like. And if you know what you like, go for it. Indulge it. Have a fantastic time. I hope this was helpful. If you found it helpful, please subscribe. Share it with someone that you think it would help or benefit. You can click the link below. I send out content that is even more risque than the stuff I share here. And I upload every day. And I will see you tomorrow.